What's going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another comparison video. This time it's between the two famous jokers, the quarter scale joker and the DX11. Hot debate out there. Some people are, saying that the DX11 owners are just salty because there's a quarter scale joker. Now I'm gonna put my input here, and I hope I don't sound like a fanboy or whatnot, but this is just, with all my videos, I try to be as logical as possible. So this is a big debate whether what you should get, because they're pretty much in the same price range. This quarter scale is around 500. If you buy a DX11 right now, you're pretty much going to cost you the same amount of money. Now the question is, which one is the right figure for you? Because they're both good looking figure, both great. I would love to have both, honestly, if I had the chance. But obviously, the first reason I would put this out of the way why I won't pick this one up is because of the price. I just won't want to pay $500. I picked up my DX11 retail back in the day, and also not just because of the price, but also because of the space. Now I just borrowed this figure, and because it takes so much space that I just won't get it. But you can see here, I'm gonna compare the what they have and what they don't have. Pretty much the same amount of hands here, but you can see there's so much more detail on the DX11, which is weird, especially on the hands, not the gloved hands. I'm talking about the human hands. For whatever reason, DX11 has this insane detail on their hands, and I'm just not talking comparing it to the quarter scale Joker, but in any Hot Toys hands ever. I've had a lot of Hot Toys figure, and I compare the hands, and it's just weird that the Joker has this kind of like a purplish knuckle and just different type of details on this hand. And you can see here pretty much everything that the X11 does have, they just enlarged it and put it on the quarter scale, which is a good thing because the X11 is known even after all these years as one of those Hot Toys best releases. That's why it's so sought after, and a lot of people are paying top dollar for it because of the amount of accessory it does come with. Luckily, quarter scale is not short on accessories, as you can see here. We can compare them, a little bit more closer later on, because I'm gonna zoom in, which in a normal collector shouldn't matter because honestly they're both great, but there's some differences on the detail part, and that's what separates Hot Toys, I guess, from different companies, is the attention to detail. And when we're comparing pretty much similar character slash figure in here, it comes down to that. Now, there's two types of people who's gonna watch this. The one who doesn't have any Joker, the one who just started collecting last year and found DX11 to be extremely expensive. They don't want to purchase that, and then they saw this. It was like, what? I'm only collecting 1/6, and those are DX11 owners like myself who's looking for a reason to buy the quarter scale because we just love Joker that much. And you can see here there's some accessories like this bundle of cash that this quarter scale just come up and just have 6 of them compared to just 1 on the DX11. Even the deck of cards is double. Now we're gonna take a closer look, like this shotgun right here. Obviously the smaller one is DX11, but you can see there's more details on the stock of the gun and also on that silver part right there. On DX11 it looks like it's just painted and just sculpted in there. In the quarter scale, it's actually working. When you cock the back gun, you'll see that the chamber opens up. And on this, which is weird, but not weird, but it's weird in this instance where the machine gun is, the paint application on DX11 is a lot better because you can see those silver bits right there. It looks like if you have a gun and you used it, it gets scratched up. The quarter scale looks like just a plastic gun, like it's just matte and just perfect looking gun. So I give the points to DX11 on the machine gun part, which is, you would think that on a quarter scale you have a bigger canvas, so you can include a lot of details in there, but maybe they cut a little bit corners there. They didn't want to do some detailing. Now on this blade, it's different as well because on the DX11 you can see there's like some sort of a handle that you can insert on your pants, which does not exist again on the quarter scale. Maybe it's accurate, I don't know, but just something to point out. And the gun as well, it looks similar on the first look, but I noticed that on the grip of the gun there's more texture on DX11 compared to the just straight up quarter scale. Now those are so minor details that it shouldn't affect your buying purposes, but I'm just pointing it out. Now these are the accessories that doesn't come with DX11. That's exclusive. I would say exclusive to to the quarter scale. You see the lead pipe, the revolver, this grenades, which is I really do love because that's one part that I love about the DX01, which is not included in DX11, and this mask right here, which I did buy one on eBay, fairly similar, but with like a strap in the back that you can actually insert in a figure, which this one is included in quarter scale. So a big props to quarter scale for having this essential. I would say outside those and that detonator right there, that is included in the X11 if you get the exclusive version, which also comes with another mask. But mine is not exclusive, so not everyone gets that. So I included that with everyone gets this if you buy the quarter scale, which is pretty awesome, honestly. And this is what it comes with DX11 if you buy them, non-exclusive. You get the handcuffs, you get a potato peeler, a butterfly knife, and this laughing head sculpt. Now you can counter laughing head sculpt if you get the exclusive version of the quarter scale, but I would still give the point to the laughing head sculpt because that is one of Hot Toys' best, even after all these years. Now you come up with this nice magnetic lamp that just attaches to the table, which is also included in the X11, and that chair in the back. And oh, look at that, they come with the nice backdrop, which is, you'll be like, hey, just a piece of cardboard box. Man, if you watch other reviewers like Dean Knight, he makes a living of pictures with this backdrop, and it's actually pretty nice because you can insert this in your D12, and I'm gonna tell you right now, on taking pictures, they are pretty sweet. So it's not one of those Daredevil backdrops that they come with, like those things where you just stand up. This is pretty legit. So I would give the points as far accessories to the DX11, and maybe no one would beat this ever because I don't see Hot Toys putting this much accessories in a figure ever again without charging you extra. Sort of like that Darth Maul where they had the speeder, but they charge you 120 more for that. So I highly doubt that. Now, as far as stand, a lot of people does not like this why so serious ha 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 included in this stand, but I actually do like them. I don't mind them at all. This texturized, not smooth, kind of like RoboCop, so you're not gonna damage them. I like the design. I really do. I dig this stand a lot, and this is the stand for DX11, which is pretty good back in the day. Back in the day, you're only gonna get this sort of stand when you are in DX. Typically, you would get the oval stand. So if you started collecting last year, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But this was pretty premium back in the day. You get the light up functionality, something that he would have more, I would say, an advantage from DX11 compared to the quarter scale. And this is not too shabby. You got the diamond plated material out there, and it does have that rusted look, but comparing it to the quarter scale, I mean, time have evolved, so to speak, and I just gotta give it up to the quarter scale when it comes to stand. At the end of the day, I love this. It's unique. They use the stand in several different, like DX13, it's DX13, yeah, and another one on more Arnold feature. I like the light up functionality, don't get me wrong, but there's no uniqueness to the design. That's the only gripe about this, this stand. Now, I'm not gonna go into his costume because it's pretty much a shrunken down version or enlarged version of DX11. The inner, everything is nice. On the DX11 was designed by Kato, but one thing that they always mention about it is the robe, the purple coat looks like a bathroom robe, which is, I give that towards the quarter scale. But I'm not gonna dive deep into that. It's a purple coat. You can buy or not. So with that, I would just give the edge to quarter scale, but only because of the purple coat. That's it. Now, as far as the head sculpt, which is the biggest debate when they announced the quarter scale, not because it's a bad head sculpt, but it's because DX11 was pretty good himself, and there's a big gap in years. And we've seen a whole lot of custom when it comes to Joker, not comparing the Adam Goo head sculpt, which runs for 8,000. I'm not expecting something like that. But DX11, look at him. Look at the texture of his. Now we're just gonna compare him to his younger brother, which is DX11. Look at him. There's more texture. Like DX11 looks like a 4K version because of all those, unused, like on his face. The makeup is not perfect, which it should be. There's smudges on his eyes. which is not present on this quarter scale. There's no smudges. The white, I think, is oversaturated. It's too bright. Uh, just too much going on in quarter scale. It's kind of like make you scratch your head. Like the eye is tilted up. So yes, it looks better if you if you put his chin down. So it's kind of like looking up. But why eliminate the purse, which was present 6 years ago? I don't understand. Are they cutting corners here? Don't tell me it's difficult because we have this on the Hulk. So, in the hair, it's not like they made an improvement on the hair. And you can see here, even on the scars, you move him left to right, the scars is better on the X11 because if you look at the movie, the scars are actually more prominent than what they have here, which is kind of like just, you can see the scars are there, but they're not protruding out compared to the DX11. And I don't know. I don't know what their thought process are, but in the head sculpt, I would give, and this is sad because DX11 came out years ago. I would actually give it to DX11 on this one, which is the most important part of Joker, because honestly, when I bought the custom, outfit for Joker, I was happy about it. What the deciding factor is the head sculpt. But there's a big difference between, maybe not anymore, like fake head sculpt to the, decent, let's say Bank Robber 2.0 head sculpt. The paint application is always going to be a nudge to Hot Toys, but, with this one, I would put the X11 first. So now, with a verdict, so what should you choose? Like, if now, this is my thought process in this one. I have the X11. I already is deep into the Dark Knight. I got Two-Face on pre-order. I already got the Emarreo Batman tumbler. So I'm all 1/6, right? So if I didn't have the X11, I'll buy the X11. Now, if I just started collecting last year and only had like a Batman and Bane, I would buy this Joker, the quarter scale, because it's the same price. There's more canvas, and he's more of a presence, honestly, the quarter scale. So it depends on the person and what they're collecting. Now, if you have already deep like myself and you don't have a Joker, obviously get this Joker, or I would say just kit bash it. But honestly, if you're not a big Hot Toys collector, get the quarter scale. It's just so much presence, and you don't really need anything besides the Joker. The Joker is the Joker. He'll stand out even if he's by himself. Once again, thank you for watching, guys. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next review.